The dog in front of us has been stuck in the sewer for a whole month. When it heard its owner's call, the dog was so excited that it cried. Although they couldn't communicate through language, they could feel each other's hearts. So how did the dog survive in the sewer? It turned out that not long ago, a man in the village kept hearing strange noises from inside but wasn't sure what it was. So every time he passed by, he would throw some biscuits inside, and by the next day they would disappear. Volunteers set up a camera to see what was inside. After a few hours, strange noises were heard again from the pipe, and in the next second, a big yellow dog poked its head out. It seemed the noises came from the dog. However, when it saw the biscuits on the ground, the dog did not dare to approach hastily. It ran from one side to the other a few times before confirming it was safe to eat the food. Having gone through many days of feast or famine, the dog had become skin and bones. Suddenly, the sound of human footsteps outside caused the dog to abandon the food and return to the hole. Volunteers then removed the iron net, lowered a ladder, and prepared to rescue the dog. But the inside was pitch black, making it difficult to locate the dog, and the narrow pipes were too tight for a person to enter. Since the city's pipes were complex and interconnected, it was hard to determine the dog's movements, so the volunteers brought in a specialized device. As it extended further, the machine stopped at a connection point, where there was a step over 1 meter high. They concluded that the dog must have fallen from above while playing. As the weather got colder, they worried the dog might freeze inside. There was little food available except for some sewage, so the volunteers prepared plenty of food and water. The scent of meat quickly drew the dog out, and it devoured the food in minutes but remained fearful, whimpering constantly, possibly longing for its owner. This scene was heart-wrenching. The volunteers noticed a collar on the dog's neck, prompting them to search for its owner. Eventually, through a woman, they found the dog's owner's residence. The elderly man confirmed that the dog, named Xiao Wu, had been missing for over a month. Overjoyed, he quickly prepared to bring the dog home. The man lay on the manhole cover, calling Xiao Wu's name incessantly. Despite the heavy snow, his excitement was unwavering. Soon, familiar sounds echoed in the pipes, and the dog's whimpers grew louder. The dog quickly approached the opening, tears streaming down as it looked up. The man gently reassured Xiao Wu, telling him not to move as he would soon rescue him. Despite the language barrier, they could feel each other's longing. The manhole cover became the barrier separating them, their eyes filled with unspoken words. Unable to hold back any longer, the man longed to embrace his furry child. Finally, with the help of the volunteers, the man managed to recover his lost dog and held it tightly in his arms. The man had not slept well for a month while searching for Xiao Wu. Those around them were moved by the deep bond between the man and his dog. On the way home, the man joyfully spoke to Xiao Wu, vowing to make up for the past month. He cooked the only chicken he had at home for Xiao Wu, determined to restore the dog's strength. This moment rekindled the man's hope for life. Although living alone was tough, with Xiao Wu by his side, he found happiness in his daily life. Help support the channel by liking, sharing, and commenting on this video. Together, we can make a difference.